Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates. We upload new earwax removal videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM UK time, so please consider subscribing. Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our earwax removal video today. We have two patients in this compilation video. The first patient has some very deep dry and impacted earwax. This looks to me like a bit of Q-tip use because there's a nice big dent in the front end of it here, and the outside edges there, and you can see are coming across the canal wall more towards the entrance to the canal, so you get this kind of pushed in middle, which tends to happen a lot with Q-tip use. So what we're going to do today is we need to unstick this out edge first of all. So I'm using the standard size Zollner tube here, just to try and free up the outer edge of the wax, pull it away from the canal walls, because obviously if we work straight on the center and try and pull forwards, this is going to hold it in place. So we're just taking that away. You can see the first bit. You can see how because this has been kind of compressed together with what I believe is going to be a Q-tip, you can see it's kind of squashed the wax together. Now wax can be kind of what's the best way of describing it? Not fluffy, but kind of that kind of more open texture to it. Whereas this now has got that more condensed texture. Somebody in the comments said they came up with a perfect description, which it's like fudge. I think fudge is an American thing as well. But you can, it's that kind of consistency that you get. It's really kind of thick, thickened up kind of consistency. So what we're doing now is just taking all that outer edge away. You can see just exposing the canal wall underneath. It's really tough old stuff, this, and it's very deep, so not the most comfortable place to have it taken away from, because obviously the deeper you go into the ear canal, the more sensitive everything becomes. And we've got to work really close to the canal wall to be able to peel it away. So we're trying our best not to touch that canal wall, because we don't want to make it too uncomfortable for the patient. We've got a nice kind of projected out bit here, so we're just grabbing that section, taking that away. Now, some people will probably be asking themselves, well, if it's that dry, why wouldn't you use olive oil on this? The really simple answer for that one is this patient has really quite dense cilla, so the fine hairs on the outer part of the ear canal. Now, I know if I go spraying olive oil in there, it's just going to completely coat those cilla, and it's going to make the view here really difficult to see, because you tend to find the olive oil will stick to those and coat the end of the endoscope, so you don't get a particularly great view. So I'm just doing as much as I can without using any olive oil. You can see we've got this kind of more hardened up section there in the center, lots of little tiny hairs embedded in there from probably ear hair trims. Just breaking that front section away there. And just pulling that down. Trying to lift the canal wall. You can see it lifting from the canal wall there at the base. There you are. Now we're starting to see our first glimpse of the eardrum there. Now pulling it, there you go. So we've detached it now from the left canal wall, the right canal wall. You can see how much more easily now this wax is moving. So just trying to work this out. Just getting a grip on it. Now we've got this flat edge, we can get a grip, you see, with the crocodile forceps. So just trying to use the crocodile forceps to take this out. But it's just broken away in the center, so it's a bit too soft, a bit too hard to sort of suction really effectively, but a bit too soft to get the crocodile forceps to hold onto it tight enough and keep its kind of shape to be able to pull it out. So what I'm going to do is bunch a lot of the wax in the end of the suction tube, so really kind of jam it in there to get a really good strong suction grip, which is what we've got now, and then I can work on the flatter edge, look to remove it. There we go, out he pops. And just got a little bit of wax there at the base of the canal, so we'll just take that away with a suction. There we go, and you can see the eardrum looking nice and healthy in there. Okay, now this is the second ear of the same patient. You'll be able to see from this one we've got some very impacted wax really sitting on top of the eardrum. We've also got this kind of white section to the right hand side of the canal just coming into view now. There we go. So that's actually a piece of dry skin that's been kind of rubbed, almost like a callus kind of consistency, so you get this hardened up top layer of skin. So I'm just going to work, it's protruding out a little bit, so I just want to just do a bit of gentle probing of that. So we're just going to kind of suction along that in a second. And obviously, when you guys have watched the episode 200, you know that we're constantly talking to the patient the whole time. So while I'm doing this, I'm always checking in, making sure this is not uncomfortable. Is this painful at all for the patient? This patient was an absolute star. He was so good. A genuinely lovely guy. So he was absolutely fine with us, carrying on. He was the mindset of whatever it takes to get it out is absolutely fine. It's not uncomfortable. Carry on. So he did really, really well. There we go. You can just see it starting to bend away from the canal wall there. You can see where that hardened up layer of skin on the top, you've got this much sort of wetter, newer, softer skin then underneath. You can see it there. So I'm just trying to get as much of this away from that as I can before we look at taking this out really. You can see it's really welded onto that canal wall. It's not going to budge really easily here. Just trying to gently lift using the edge of the suction tube there to remove it. Now you can see the view we have here. Now what we do sometimes is we get the patient to bend their head over to the opposing shoulder, which you can see changes the view. So I can see a lot more of the top of the canal now. So the patient, if you imagine, is leaning their head over to towards their shoulder, which then allows me to work on that top section. And you can see I'm having much more luck here getting this wax away. So we've got a nice big leading edge now. So the crocodile forceps are going to come out with this one. Just pinching, pulling forward ever so gently. There you go. And then unfortunately that bit broke away, but what we're doing now is using the Jobson horn to try and get behind this. See if we get more luck with the Jobson horn. It's this really odd kind of oops, I think pushed it back up. This really odd consistency of wax, this one, because it's tough, but a little bit brittle. So if you imagine, if you, like we said, that fudge consistency, that's what you're looking at. So it's quite solid until you start pressed into it and then it starts breaking apart, which is what's happening here. So I'm just going to maneuver the wax, and then sometimes we'll alter our grips or go in a little bit further. You go, just to so you can grab a piece behind it, but that's breaking away. Try again with that Jobson horn. There we are. Now we're starting to see it move. We've pressed the side down now so we can get behind it a little bit more effectively. Wait for it to pop down. Oops. Battered the camera on the way through. So what you can see now, there we are. There's the eardrum. There's that white bit of sort of dry. It's not dry. It's like where the dry skin was. So this is what we have here in centimeters. And in inches, this is 1 5/8, 1 11/16. Thank you very much to Pete who sent me the inches measurements. Now it's broken down so I can actually get it right this time. So what we can see here, this patient has a big skin flap that's fallen down into the ear canal, so a really big sort of long skin blockage. So what we're going to use for this one is the standard size ulnar tube, just to get a grip on the outer section here. This is just going to loosen it from the canal wall. Not always the easiest thing to take away with suction skin debris, just because it's noisy, so you get that really loud squeaking sound coming through. So we try and kind of maneuver it and put it into a better position so that we can use a different tool then to get it out. In this case, we got a nice pocket of skin, so we're going to use the crocodile forceps just to get a grip on that. There we go. So you can see just putting a bit of tension on it, trying not to pull it too hard so we don't want it to tear, but unfortunately there it goes. So it tore the outer section, so we're going to go aim a little bit further in, get a nice good grip on this piece, gentle maneuver. There we go, and out he pops. You can see just how wide that skin flap was. So that was completely enclosing the ear canal. So there's the eardrum there, looking nice and healthy. That's it in centimeters. That's easy. That's an inch. There you go. That's the easy one. thank you very much for watching our video today. If you did enjoy the video, then please like. If you're not subscribed already and you'd like to do so, you can click the subscribe button here. If you'd like to check out some more of our videos, they're also up there. Now, if you want to follow us, you can do on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also check our website if you want to know a little bit more about us. As always, guys, until the next time, take care.